Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joe Hindy, the Android Authority app guy, and in this quick video, we're going to take a look at Blood Brothers 2. For those who have never played Blood Brothers or Blood Brothers 2, here's how the game works. You are in control of commanders who each have a contingent of soldiers. In battle, you send your commanders out to fight the enemy commanders, and this process repeats until someone wins. Outside of battle, you can recruit more commanders, train commanders, and have your commanders research skills and abilities on a skill tree to make everyone more powerful. You can also play through events, engage in PvP combat in the arena, and you can check out the gifts, read the latest Blood Brothers news, and plenty of other stuff. DNA has added a lot of new stuff to the game in a recent update, and that really changes how the game is played. By far the biggest change is the inclusion of guilds. Each guild can have up to 50 members, and there's a dedicated guild chat. Everything is fairly straightforward and typical of a mobile game guild, except for a few things. Guilds have a shared mastery tree similar to the ones that each player has. Guild members can contribute and complete the guild mastery stuff, and each member benefits from it, even the new ones. Also, if anyone buys any blood sigils through in-app purchases, everyone in the guild gets a gift, which is kind of a nice idea. One of the other new features is a new slew of daily events. This is to help keep the game fresh and give players something else to do a little more frequently. DNA has said that there will be 7 dungeons that will be rotated out daily, and players will be able to use these to win more stuff like gear, gold, various souls, and other stuff. There are other new features as well. There are now new daily packs that you can engage with to get yourself more commanders and the opportunity to buy more commanders based on the day of the week. There are also random loot boxes that appear randomly after random battles that gives you a lot of awesome extra stuff. Here's what we liked about Blood Brothers 2. The gameplay is consistent, simple, but still fun. You're not asked to do a whole lot, but you do have to pay attention and think a little bit in order to win. This not only includes battles, but upgrading, skill research, and pretty much everything is easy to do, but you have to make sure that you're doing it right. The guild system is fantastic. During my testing, I went to bed one evening and woke up with around 45 gifts thanks to the actions of my guild members. The chat is useful for strategy and discussion, and the guild skill tree is very useful. It was a very positive addition to the game. The story is actually pretty decent for a mobile game. It's not super deep, but the dark fantasy grittiness is refreshing. Usually in mobile games you have cute little monsters and you're always trying to do good. It always looks so polished and friendly. In this game you get the trench warfare feel, and the people you work with don't look friendly at all. It's actually kind of nice. There is a lot of stuff to do between the campaign, the events, the daily missions, upgrading your troops, recruiting new ones, and getting the skill tree mastered. It's going to take you a long time to beat this game. Don't forget the new guild stuff, the achievements, and the PvP arena also. There is just a lot to do. The developers seem to be able to get a lot done. You already had a lot of stuff to do, and DNA came back and gave players even more with guilds, the daily missions, and the other new stuff. Lastly, Blood Brothers 2 does include cloud saving. It's not Google Play Games cloud saving, but it is definitely good enough to get your stuff to another device. And here's what we didn't like so much. The menu system probably could have been laid out a little bit better. It's not that bad, but it's a bit overwhelming at first, and I feel like things could have been better labeled. Of course, once you pour a few hours into it, you'll learn where everything is, so this really is a minor nitpick. Still, a few things are kind of hard to find at first. The PvP arena dynamic is a little bit weird. I assume they're going for an idea where players blindly choose their commanders, not knowing what the other players are going to pick. The problem with this is the game heavily relies on choosing based on what you see on the field, so a blind match kind of takes away a lot of the control. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it does operate on different mechanics than the rest of the game, and as a result it feels just a little bit off. Overall, this is about as good of a time waster game as you can possibly get. It pulls from a lot of genres, including card collecting, strategy, MMO, and RPG elements, which really allows players to delve into the game and gives you a whole lot to do. The new addition of daily missions and guilds help keep the game fresh and gives a bit more of a social aspect, so you have someone to talk to while you play, which we liked a whole lot. There were a few things here and there that didn't quite mesh well with the overall feel of the game, but at the end of the day, these were minor nitpicks. The game is free with in-app purchases in the Google Play Store, which means it costs nothing to at least check it out, and you'll be showing your support for Android Authority and the Android Apps Weekly show in the process. The link is in the video description below if you're interested. That about does it for this video, folks. If you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe to the Android Authority YouTube channel and follow us on all of our social media sites. As always, thanks for watching, everybody, and have a wonderful day.